Oh, there's that live on Facebook thing.
Let's just see that we've gone through there.
It'll come up for me too.
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, we're there?
Yeah, great, fantastic. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 17 of the new Salon Marketing Show. My name's Vanessa McDonald. I'm the founding director of Salon Marketing Creative Agency. We specialise in helping beauty salons and skin clinics retain the clients that you work so hard to acquire in the first place through direct response marketing strategies, focusing on the most valuable marketing asset you own. That would be your database. Today, I am excited to welcome Rosalind Turgle, one of our SMC Insider members and also a Salon Marketing Creative Agency client, to the show. Thanks, Ros, for giving us your time today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, I really appreciate it. And especially because we're both in lockdown in Sydney at the moment, and we've come together to spread a little bit of, I guess, lockdown love and share some ideas and some tips and strategies on how other salons who are currently in lockdown can benefit from some of the things that you've been implementing, not in a big way, but in quite an effective way. So do you want to start by just telling everyone a little bit about your salon, your story, your COVID story so far, and where you're located, et cetera, so they can get to know you?
Sure thing. So I am in Dapto, New South Wales, which is in the Illawarra. We're still classed as part of Sydney, so we are in lockdown. Second lockdown for us, we had the March one last year and then this one. And I feel like this time I was a little bit more prepared because we'd been through it, not to say that it was welcomed or anything. It definitely isn't. But last year I created a private Facebook group and, got chatting to my clients about skincare. And because I just changed from an organic skincare brand over to a cosmeceutical skincare brand, I had a lot of work ahead of me. And it paid off. And then I feel like that has flowed well into this year. When the lockdown happened, at first I sort of didn't offer too much in the group because I thought if it's not for long, I don't want them to get too used to things without me. So just kind of reminded them that I was here. And then we also went into the end of financial year sale. So that was good.
Yeah. So I think the key point there is reminding people that you're there so they don't forget and they feel supported. And I've got a list of things that I want to talk about. So for those watching live now and the replay, Ros and I had a little 15-minute catch up prior to hitting the live button, which was, I'm so glad that we took the time to do that because there was some really important key points that I hadn't thought about talking about. For example, you made a point of emphasizing the importance of the culture of your business, the relationships you have with your clients, but also the attitude, your own personal attitude that you've had to I guess, balance between the feeling of personal uncertainty and I think your own words, fake it till you make it. So let's talk a little bit about the culture of your business and your relationships with your clients first.
Sure. Yeah. We're blessed here. We really are. And I think I really noticed it last year. Just the, occasional messages from clients, how are you doing? And then coming back, they were so excited. And when I brought on a new staff member, which was a little baby junior therapist, everyone was like, really welcoming of her, happy to be models for her, happy to help out. Then moving into this year and the lockdown again, and just seeing that support from my clients. And I think that's probably what pushes me to go to fake it till I make it. And they really do make that happen, and I am there for them. They are there for me. They support me. You know, they pay me money, and I give them products and services and advice. In return, it's still an exchange, but it is definitely deeper than just going to Woolworths and buying some cereal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or some skincare.
Yes. And they get to see me. Yeah. And they love
They get
that.
professional advice. They get to form a bond with someone who is a lot of fun to be around, I have to say. I really love your personality and your approach. Like we talked about earlier, you know, just that attitude, that coming from a place of fake it till you make it, can do. Yes, it's an exchange of service, a value. They have a problem, you have a solution. They have a need, a want, you have a way of fulfilling that need or want, marketing 101. But the whole feeling of camaraderie, you know, being of service. How
it doesn't end an exchange.
It doesn't exactly. And you don't get that at a supermarket or a chemist shop.
No. And I live and breathe my business. I do. Yeah. Sunday mornings, I'm scheduling posts, you know, and coming up with content. Like I don't stop. I don't want to. I love what I do. I love having my own business, and I love being able to know that from start to finish in service, in products, in interaction with my clients, that I am providing them with exactly what I want as a client. I want you to go above and beyond for me. I do. I want to. People love to feel like they matter, and they do, because if they don't matter to me, I don't have a business.
Yeah. And also something else that you mentioned was about, okay, when you're saying you're producing content and you're putting in, you know, a real effort to keep Enchanted, Skin and Beauty top of mind, but not to come from it from a place of desperation. You spoke a little bit about your thoughts around that. So can we talk about that?
Yep, definitely. So I have personal discussions with my clients, not overly personal. I tend to let them definitely talk a lot more than I do. But I don't like, as a business, posting, you know, a rant about COVID or a rant about the government or, you know, anything to do with that, just because I then to go into, you know, you must support local business, you must do this. You know, I'll do it on my personal profile. What I do there is on me. But in terms of the business, I just think that we have to be careful with that blurred line of sounding desperate for a sale, or coming across that the only reason we're doing this is for money. You know, people love passion and respond well to it. So if they still see that coming through, even during COVID, again, faking it until you make it, then the response will be welcomed.
And so as far as your approach, it's come from a place of, like, you've been offering your Zoom consultations, FaceTime, using SMS, Messenger, DM and Instagram, any communication, like any way that they can reach you and vice versa, whatever works for the person. And I know that, and we're going to talk about some of the strategies that you've implemented, some of the promotions that you've actually put out there in your group and on social media that's worked well for you. But your goal at the moment, you were telling me earlier, is to pay your overheads, to pay your girls, and you're achieving that through the efforts that you're making, coming from a place of being supportive and being of service, as opposed to help me.
Definitely.
So your efforts are covering your girls' wages, you're getting to pay your weekly device commitments, you're covering your rent, and you're saying you don't care about yourself, you just care about your team and your business.
I am my business.
Funny as business owners, isn't it? How we
as long as I've got something to come back to, I don't care. It doesn't bother me, you know.
Yeah.
And as long as my goals feel supported,
Yeah.
and you know, even like not so much even the bills would worry me, because I know that we can speak to, you know, electricity companies and landlords and things like that and make arrangements. But particularly having my goals supported and being able to still order in stock to sell to my clients, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of the ways that anyway, congratulations on meeting those goals.
Thanks.
Because it's when you've just got a little tiny Facebook group that, your own words, isn't really that engaged. Well, actually, they kind of are a little bit when it counts, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I've seen, because I'm a member of your group, and I've seen some of the things you've been posting, what you've been doing. It's really professional. It's very polished. It's very structured. It feels as though a lot of thought and effort has gone in behind some of the solutions that you put forward. So starting off with your end of financial year sale that happened for only 2 days, 2 days only, 1 day in your VIP group, 1 day general, and you were really just posting stories, posting on your socials, posting in your VIP group, and in 2 days you did $9,000 in sales. So congratulations.
Thanks. It was good. Yeah.
Because you didn't even use your database, did you, for that campaign, right? Imagine if you'd done that as well. You probably could have done it
easily. Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
I need to have a word with you about that, young lady. Next year, I promise.
Yes. And then, okay, so what else have we got here? We've got so much to talk about. So some of the things that you've been doing is, I noticed your Pure Fiji body treatment packs.
With the little minis.
Yeah. They were really
and we just package them up in this cute little box
with an enchanted sticker on the side, I noticed.
We do. And you know, you just get them from your packaging shops, your lolly shop. They're little kids lolly bag things, easily found online. We have a local packaging shop, so it's super easy to get hold of them, and just tell your clients why they want to use this stuff, you know, and have thorough instructions.
Tell us about the instructions. How do you communicate how to use it at home?
So we do an A4 sheet, and we tell them what they have, why they have it, and how to use it, what they will need from home, as well as what we've provided. And then we go through a step-by-step of what they're going to do and the benefits of doing it, you know. And then at the end, we apologize that we're not there with them to be able to make it feel super amazing. But we promise that once we're reopened, we will be here to pamper them. So we're still,
I love that.
You've still got to remind them that, you know, and they know this isn't as good as when Tara does it or when Roz does it, you know.
Yes.
And most certainly the head massage does not feel the same. It's never going to be, you know, like
you actually write that on the instructions. Give yourself a head massage in brackets. It's not going to be as good as when we do it.
No. And that's the relationship we have with our clients, is that we can cheeky.
A bit of humour. I love that. It's like the voice of your brand, and you've just recently rebranded. That's great. And you put in a bottle of pink Moscato.
Moscato. Yeah.
And a handwritten note as well that's personalised for that person.
Yeah. So we put two, you know, say it's to Vanessa. To Vanessa, thanks heaps for your order. We really appreciate the support, particularly during the lockdown. We can't wait to see you in Salon. Lots of love, Roz and Tara.
Yeah, gorgeous. I love that. And you were saying that people were sending you photos of their babies and their dogs going, oh, such and such misses you, Roz, you know. So I guess in your handwritten note, you could also say, P.S., big kiss to Rover.
Yeah, I love it. That's a good idea.
Woof. Yeah. So as far as so it's one thing you've had your home facial kits and you've had your home body kits, and I know that you're working on other ideas to communicate through your group. How important is a VIP group for you at the moment?
Very.
For those salons that don't have one, do you think it's worth it?
Yeah. And I will say, last year when I started it, I was very nervous because it's a private area to put yourself out there. And I think that I felt like I had to really do more or make the content in there so much more meaningful that I really overthought it.
Okay.
And
complicated it, do you mean?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, and I'm a huge overthinker, you know. So I would, you know, you mentioned earlier about doing the lives. I have not done a live. I have posted videos that I've pre-recorded, but I haven't done a live in there. I only have just started appearing on my Instagram stories. So I am definitely a nervous Nancy when it comes to these things. And with the help of Vanessa, I am definitely stepping outside of that box. And I'm okay with it. And I'm going to do it. So don't get caught in your own head. Get yourself a VIP group and only add 5 people if you want in the beginning, and just have a few practice runs. Don't add anyone. Add your husband so that you can create a group, because you need one person in there, and then just fluff around, delete it all if you want, and then go hard, you know, just so that your clients know that you are particularly there for those that are spending in your salon.
Yeah, and need support or have questions, and there's lots of different reasons, and you know, lots of different types of content and value that can be delivered through a Facebook group. But yours is well branded. You've got you know, your new brand, your logo's there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Got your branding, the model that you selected to, you know, be the face of the Enchanted brand.
Yeah. And it's seamless across all the socials.
The
really group, the page, the Instagram, and the new website.
So it feels organized, professional. Like, you know, sometimes a brand can carry an owner through when they're feeling nervous, because you might be feeling nervous, but your brand's looking really confident. That's how you look to me. Like, I was really shocked when you said that you hadn't done a live. I thought I hadn't scrolled down far enough to see your lives, you know?
No.
Yeah. So, and it's really, a live can be as simple as, hey, everybody, this is my first live here in our group. I'm going to be nervous. I'm going to be honest. I'm really nervous. I'll probably say a lot, and I'll probably, you know, get tongue twisted and everything. But I thought I'd have a go. And this is some of the ideas I've got around delivering some live content to you. What do you think? Because it's all about getting engagement. I mean, for us at SMC, we do this Salon Marketing Show every week. Sometimes we'll skip a week depending on what's going on. You've got to make your content also work for you as well as your audience. And people talk about, you've got to be consistent. Where's the consistency? I've never had anyone send me a message to go, where's the show this week? Or why didn't you do it? Actually, I've had one friend, smart ass. Like, I think it was one episode, and then I got a message going, where's episode 16? I'm like, I'm going to dead set find you and stab you. It was a wrong week. Stab you with my Vicks inhaler. It was a wrong week. I was giving up my vape, and I was on my nicotine, my Nicorette, and it's just a wrong. Anyway, but for us, this is what as you're thinking about, okay, I'm going to start to go live in my group, and for anyone watching, definitely consider the other aspects of going live. It's not, we don't get the amount of people watching that we used to back when I was the first person in the industry to start using Facebook Live, and we could get up to 60 people watching an episode. But now it's not about that. Now it's about, when you go live, it's really, you know, off the cuff sort of content. I mean, it's always structured for us, but where this goes next is a blog, and then the video gets downloaded, and then it gets uploaded to IGTV, and then it gets linked through stories, and then it gets uploaded to YouTube, and it gets broken down into quotation graphics of, you know, something that you and I have said. So there might be something you said during this show, and one of my staff will quote you, you know, and put that on a story or something, and we can get up to 28 different social media touch points from one Facebook Live.
Yeah.
When the blog gets written by someone else, not me, it's still my words because I've spoken them live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've
like
actually done a show about that in SMC Insiders. So go and watch it. It's worthwhile because I know you.
Think I actually have. I think I have watched it and you and I have talked about doing more video content for me. So it's definitely coming to a point where it has to happen for my business.
Yeah,
I have to do it. Yeah.
And I know you. Once you do it once, you'll love it. You'll be coming up with this weekly concept of Enchanted Live every week.
Probably.
It'll be great. Yeah. Now, can we talk a little bit about with all of the efforts that you're making through your content creation through lockdown, you have had some result in client ascension. Now, I spoke about last week and the week before on the Salon Marketing Show. It was a two-part series on how to increase your customer lifetime value.
Yeah.
One of the tips was ascension. And so that is, you've got a client who's come into the clinic and they've purchased a cleanser. Mm-hmm. And then because there's been a little bit of follow-up and there's been some foundational marketing or some campaign marketing, or even a phone call to that client, how you going, are you using it properly? Then they purchase something else or they book for something else. And you've had that. You said to me that, do you want to tell a story about the client who purchased one thing in the group and they ended up coming back for more
there's a few. There's a lot. I've got one particular. I think having Tara treating some of my clients occasionally is a good thing for me because I'm
This is your junior therapist, right?
Yeah. Yep. And she doesn't know their stories. So she's coming in blank and just like, I got to sell you a pack, and she knows that. That's our job, get them on skincare. And whereas I know, that such and such has just come off mat leave and they're doing it a bit tough, so I'm not going to be too pushy, Well, little miss, she's walking out and she's selling packs to clients I've had for years that have just came in for brows and the occasional facial, which is really good for my business that this is happening, obviously. And then from there, they will come back to me, which this is what's happened. Literally the day of lockdown, client bought a pack. She came in for a facial that day. She bought a pack. She's loving it. She's sending me messages how much she's loving, the new skincare routine and looking after her skin and all of that. And then said to me, I need more. And she's buying full size now. She's bought her at-home facial kit, which she'll be receiving today. And this is through our lockdown, and in the end of financial year sale, she also bought some makeup. She said, I'll just pay for it now and you can color match me when we're back.
Oh, wow. Okay. Isn't that great? So, because she wanted to take advantage of the sale as well as obviously support you.
Yeah.
So did she, what was her original purchase?
A skin brightening kit, which is just sort of about a month worth of, like this size products rather than the full size. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
And so from there,
other clients that just bought full size, even though they didn't need anything, just to support us.
Yeah. But this client in particular went through this process of ascension with you. So she started with a kit which has products in it to brighten her skin for about a month's supply. Yeah. And then she ended up buying full-size products.
Yeah.
Through contacting you, right?
Yeah.
To say how much she loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine if every client was followed up with who had purchased those the at home 1 month supply kits, whatever skin condition that's been targeted. Yeah. That needs to be the next step.
Yeah.
How you going? And and then you'll be able to use your new Zoom consultation and retail promotion that the team is producing for you for buy three, get your fourth for free.
Yes, that'll be great.
Yeah. Let me share that with everybody.
I do tend to follow up with clients. So if they've just started a pack usually within a week, I will send out a message to see how they're doing with it and if they have any questions. Yeah.
So what we need to do is send out something like this week.
Yeah.
Okay. And the SMC team will get that happening for you. You'll get this photo ready for us, so it's more personalised of you sitting behind a computer ready to perform Zoom consultations. And yep, we know there's never been a more important time to take care of their skin. We'll put your Synergy brand of products here. 1, 2, 3 free. Buy any 3 skincare products, get your 4 for free, plus a $25 gift voucher redeemable towards facial treatments, skin treatments when they come in for all their grooming services. Increase average spend that way. And yeah, so that'll be a complete set with your group banner, your Facebook banner, on your website, promotions page, homepage, or your social media graphics as well. And you can put a poster up. I know that you're on the street on the Princess Highway, so you can put a poster up there too. But all that hard work that you've done focused around product that lasts a month, now is the perfect time to send out something like this.
Yeah.
And then to also include a follow-up telephone call for anyone's actually purchased that product, to make sure that they've seen that and they haven't missed out on, they're not going to miss out on that great offer. Yeah. So there's another, so we're setting up, to take that whole ascension benefit opportunity even further through your campaign marketing. Yeah. Now, can we finish off our live today just sharing a little bit about, so we've talked a lot about tips and ideas that you've had success with and others who are watching can apply that are quite positive, but you've recently not had a great a bit more of a, I think you called it a salty experience.
Yeah, it left me feeling salty.
Yeah, can we, so this is Roz as a client of another business who's not really providing that same type of support and access in lockdown that she is in her business. So share with everyone a little bit about that. So if anyone's doing the same thing, maybe this could be the turning point for them.
So I contacted my hairdresser to just ask about, she posted a story, if anybody wants anything, just let me know. And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I'll grab some shampoo and conditioner. And I was also going to get some for my stepdaughter and my daughter. So, dear Lorenzo, it's going to not be cheap, and that's okay. I'm ready. I want to support local. I'm local, small business. I'm putting out there what I want back as well. And didn't hear back from her at all. I didn't hear back from her. No response to my message. And then I saw another local hairdresser doing a little $50 at home, root touch-up kit with a bowl and your stuff. And so I sent my hairdresser a screenshot, and I said, this would be a really great idea. Hint, hint, can I get some stuff here? I'm desperate. And she replies, yeah, we've been doing that for a few other clients. Full stop. And I was like, okay, I've been trying here. We'd spoken in Messenger, we'd spoken on Instagram. Well, I'm speaking, you're reading and not responding. And I don't think it was because she was that busy with orders that she couldn't reply, because that I could understand, and forgive. And then the one response I got was to tell me that everyone else can have it, and that's great. And then I sent her the hands up emoji, take my money, please. And then she read it, and I did actually end up getting a reply this week. I think we spoke on Monday, and I ended up getting a reply throughout the week. I think it was the end of the week. And she said, yeah, okay, no worries. I can get that to you in 10 minutes. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Just, let me know how much, et cetera, et cetera. And she wrote, yeah, $50. And I was like, okay, do you know where I live? And she goes, Brownsville. I'm like, so I'm having to really push to pay her B, to give her my details.
Mm.
The whole experience was just way too hard.
Mm.
It took 3 weeks to get the hair dye, and I still don't have shampoo and conditioner.
Oh dear, yeah. And so what was your feeling about the salon and the hairdresser and the service prior to that experience?
She's old school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no confirmation texts or emails or anything like that. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine. It's
But how did you feel about her business before that?
like, it was good, you know,
Yeah.
and she was reasonably priced. You could get in easily enough.
Yep.
And we kind of have a professional slash friendship
Yeah.
thing going, due to, you know, the hair and beauty industry.
Yeah.
And that's grown over the years. So,
Yeah.
you know, like, I have always recommended people to her and things like that. And now I'm just kind of a bit meh. I don't know.
Feeling a bit salty is what you'd said.
Yeah,
Feeling a bit salty.
I am.
Yeah, which I can understand. So in other words, could have been as simple as maybe just sending out an SMS to everyone saying, hey, if there's anything that you need,
Yeah,
some of the things that I can offer, and
yeah,
just to be more proactive in
yeah.
communicating that rather than, I guess, waiting for clients to contact you, especially for the basics, the base, like you said, little touch-up kit, shampoo
Yeah,
and conditioner, pretty basic. So I think an SMS, maybe an email, definitely some social posting, but then to also back it up with the processes in place so that you can, you know, service those people in a timely fashion, make the
yeah.
experience quite good. Like you with your
She
little,
could have upsold me something wicked. She could have said,
yeah.
you know, while we're on lockdown, do you want to do a hair mask? Or, you know, I'll
Mm,
chuck in a toner for your ends, because we
mm,
don't dye my ends very often. She'll usually
mm,
just put a toner in. She could have toned me. She could have masked me. I probably wouldn't have
mm.
used them, but I would have bought them because I'm desperate to spend my money. You know what I mean? Like, I have not been, like everyone at the moment, we haven't been out for 3 weeks. Like, just let me buy something. You know,
Yes.
like, I'm being really frugal with online shopping, you know, and things like that, because I don't want to go spending money that I don't have. But if you're a local small business, I'm ready. I'm ripe. Let me give you my money.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's so interesting that you should say that. And you know, like my favorite boutique up at Clovelly where I buy my stuff, you know, I've started shopping online there, and it's good because it's kind of like training your existing customers and to engage and to make their transactions and their purchases in a different way. That's
yeah,
probably already there. It's already existing, but they're just not
yeah,
utilizing it. But what I'm hearing as well is you are an existing client. Sometimes as well, we tend to, for the people, and you kind of have a bit of a friendship, industry-based friendship, and that's a trap we can all fall into with the clients that we feel we've got this special relationship with, that they'll be right, I'll get there eventually.
yeah, yeah,
Having that attitude when really all those clients need to be treated like new clients each and every
yeah.
time. Yeah, that's a
Every
great way
time.
to end
Yeah,
our life today. That's a
yeah.
good little tip there, Ros. Thanks so much for giving
No
us your
worries.
time. And it was
Thanks
just
for
a
having
nice
me.
little general conversation. And I hope for anybody who is watching live or is catching the replay, that, you know, there was one tip that maybe you picked up that's going to help you get through
Yeah,
this lockdown period, and just hang on tight and stick close to all the industry groups, stick close to your suppliers,
fake
and
it till you make it.
fake it till you make it, girlfriend. Thanks, Flamingo.
Bye.
Bye.